Hey, it's Brian with Old Man New Tech, and today we are checking out the Dazzling Boom 60-watt, totally waterproof boombox. Now, I'm going to be doing a total breakdown of how this speaker performs and also how it performs once we soak it in the lake behind me. Just to let you guys know, sometimes I buy these products, sometimes they're sent to me, but I always give you my honest take on whether they are good products or not. And you want to stick around at the end of the video to watch the pros and the cons to see if I give it a full recommendation. And since you're here, why don't you head on down below, hit subscribe, throw me a thumbs up, maybe show me some love in the comments, and I'll keep these videos coming to you. Let's see what's in this box. All right, so we got the box for the Dazzling Boom Bluetooth speaker. Looks like it's got some water splashes on there. So I'm hoping for a nice waterproof speaker, but I tell you what, we aren't going to dilly-dally around. Let's see what's inside this box. All right, and here's everything we got. We got our accessories. I've got a Type-C charging cord, and I've also got a 3.5 millimeter jack in case we want to hardwire this into something. Quick start guide. Won't need that right now. And finally, we have the Dazzling Boom Bluetooth speaker itself. And I'll tell you what, it's pretty slick. I like it. I've got two 30-watt drivers that you can see ensconced in there, and this is something new for us here. We've got a nice analog dial volume control. Pretty cool. I've got the controls here on top. Power, Bluetooth functions, skip forward, skip back, and pause, play, answer calls, light show, and an extra bass button. Nice sturdy handle on this. I've got passive subwoofers. Hear that thumping? And on the back here, I've got, oh, look at that, Dazzling Boom. Yeah, I've got the plugins for all the accessories. I got my Type-C charging port, and there's my 3.5 millimeter aux jack. And then this is also a power bank, so I can charge devices off this if I get in a jam. I usually don't do that. I always bring enough power along with me, but there's a USB port in case you want to charge a device. That's pretty much it. It's got a nice solid rubber seal to it because this is an IPX7 Waterproof speaker. And I do love this snakeskin texture on the back here. Hopefully it minimizes some of the fingerprints. And that's it. I mean, it's fairly light, weighs a little bit less than 2 pounds, and it's a pretty slick, compact design. Let's go get it synced up and see how it sounds. All right, guys, and we're back, and I tell you what, there are a lot of claims behind this speaker. It's got two 30-watt drivers that apparently peak out to 80 watts of total power. And I've got a dynamic light show that's happening here with 5 modes. It's IPX7 waterproof, so we're gonna have to throw this out in the lake later on because it is thawed out now. And get this, now this is an incredible claim. I'm not sure if it's true. They didn't send me more than one speaker, but apparently you can pair 100 of these speakers together. Now, this is something that I've only seen companies like Soundcore and JBL do. Now, those are expensive speakers. This thing is clocking in at a really, really low budget price for what you're getting. I'll put the latest pricing down below. Check that out when you get a chance. But I can tell you, it is a really low price on this. And for the price of a JBL speaker or a Sony party box, you can get 2 or 3 of these. And Dazzling Boom did something really cool on this. They put a dial on the front for volume and still kept it IPX7, which I'm really curious about. I can't wait to see this in action. Speaking of action, I've already got it synced, so all I gotta do is power it up and play some tunes for you guys. Just hit the power button right here. All right, we're paired. All right, check out the volume levels on this. Pretty cool, huh? All right, we got us some royalty-free music here so we don't anger the YouTube gods. The colors up here increase as you raise the volume level. Whoa. I just realized something. I don't have the light show on yet. Right here. Pretty cool. I can change the light show to 5 different modes. I kind of like that one. Ooh. Check that out. I can feel the passive radiators thumping right now, but you know what? I haven't even put this on the extra bass mode yet, but I want you guys to look at something. See how these lights light up here behind the control panel? That is super cool, especially if you're taking this out late at night. Now let's hit the extra bass. Whoa! All right, I just felt my hand vibrate when I did that. That sounds a little weird. Now let's turn this up a little bit. Whoa. I'm rocking the house right now. All right, we're gonna put this on pause. And you'll see the lights stop rotating when we do put it on pause. And you can leave the lights on if you want, or you can turn them off. So it's pretty wild. I mean, they even put a sticker on the front that says you can turn the light show off and it'll save you some battery power. I will tell you the speaker has a 14,000 milliamp battery in it, which means you're going to get a good 8 to 10 hours of usage out of the speaker. That is with the light show on. Okay, you can get even more time out of it if you lower the volume. You know, I always talk to you guys about how long a battery lasts in a boom box like this, and really it all depends on how loud you play it. I tend to play it around 75% volume, and so with a speaker like this, I'm going to get about 8 to 10 hours of usage out of it. I tell you what, I love the way this dial is lit up, and you can control the volume just by rotating it. So my first sound impressions are, at least indoors, that it has a really good balanced sound on the default settings. You're getting decent bass with some good mids and lower basses, as well as good mid-range levels, and you're also getting crisp, clear tones. Now when I hit that extra bass button, the bass really becomes exaggerated, and I'm a bass head, so that is my jam right there. But it does tend to bring the mids back or drown out the mids a little bit. So if you're not used to heavy bass, then you know you want to go with that default mode and turn that extra bass volume button off. But that is a button that I will always press.
That's what she said.
But let's give it a listen outdoors at full blast. All right, and we're back from the outdoors, and I tell you what, it was really something to hear this speaker jamming outdoors. I'm gonna turn these lights on again. I just like looking at them. There you go. You know, I turned the Dazzling Boom speaker up to 100% out there, and I was expecting a lot of distortion when I did, just because that bass was thumping so hard. But really, it held its own, and I was playing some pretty heavy EDM, as you guys heard. And it was really quite impressive how it handled that sound. I heard a tiny bit of wavering at that 100% level, but really, overall, I'm really surprised. I can't emphasize that enough. So far, this speaker out of the box has kind of shocked me. I never heard of the Dazzling Boom boombox before, but colored me a believer now. This is a really good sounding and high quality speaker. But they do have a claim of IPX7, and if you guys watch other videos on my channel, you know that I live on a lake and on a boat. That's what got me into reviewing speakers like this. I'm incredibly clumsy. I'm constantly dropping stuff in the water, and I need a speaker that can take a dip in the lake. Okay, so we're doing the water test for the Dazzling Boom boombox, and I'm out here in waders today because the lake is about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Here at Old Man New Tech, we like to do things real. So I'm going to show you guys a waterproof test while the speaker's running, and we'll see how it holds up. All right, you ready? It does float, and I've just submerged it. Still working just fine. Check that out. Just a little shaky poo. Get all that water out. We'll get back into the studios. The speaker held up just fine. It's been dunked multiple times in the water and just shook it off, and it's still firing on all cylinders. So I'm gonna do my pros and cons and give you guys my final impressions and recommendations of the Dazzling Boom portable Bluetooth speaker from Dazzling. That's the name of the company, Dazzling. I've not heard of them before, but if they keep coming out with speakers like this, I am excited. So the cons for the Dazzling Boom Bluetooth speaker are that the power level is a little bit tricky to figure out. Now, when you turn the speaker on, you'll see the power level, and when you turn it off, you'll see the power level again. I really wish it had some, like a string of LED lights across the top here that just showed you the power level so you could look at it and see where you were at as far as battery life goes. So you see when I turn it off there, it's going to show you what the power level is. Ah. Well guys, I just figured something out. When I just touch the power button, it shows me the power level, 80%. I guess that gets rid of that little qualm that I had. And the other con that I had was that there was just a little bit of crackling when I got up to 100% on some of the EDM that I was playing. It could have been the music, but other than that, this thing has full, rich sound. And that rolls me right into the pros. It's a long list, guys. I mean, this is a beautiful speaker. It's well designed. I love the metal front. It's tough and it's waterproof. I love the dial for the volume. It's simple and responsive. Again, I said it's totally waterproof so I can relax, enjoy myself, not have to worry about losing a speaker in the lake. It's relatively light and this handle makes it easy to carry. And when it gets dark, I can see the controls easy enough. The light show is beautiful. I tell you what, you hit that extra bass button and stand back. You're about to be thumped with some thumping bass. You roll all of those pros together and this speaker, the Dazzling Boom Bluetooth speaker from Dazzling, gets a big buy now recommendation. So head down below, check out the latest pricing on it, and I'm gonna go play some tunes outside. Hey, this is Brian with Old Man New Tech. We can't make this channel happen without you, so please hit subscribe and smash that bell down below. And if you're looking for product links, you'll find them there too. Thank you.